working? Oh,
Mic working, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Too loud.
Too loud. My Brooklyn voice has to be my indoor voice. I'm Joel Silverstein. I'm with the Jewish Art Salon, also like Richard and Yona and Brian here tonight, several others. My painting downstairs is called Superman Sees. It's the plague of beasts from the Jewish Bible and also the movie The Ten Commandments, I guess, with Charlton Heston. My take on it was this. I come out of the Expressionist tradition, which is like Chaim Soutine and Hyman Bloom and other people who were Jews. There were Expressionist painters who were not Jews. My mix on it is through the use of narrative, a kind of contemporary postmodern narrative, and the use of comic book imagery, because I'm a big superhero guy. And I always felt that comics have an incredible connection to metaphysics, so that all the superheroes are kind of like, they're avatars, they're angels, and they're like stand-ins for characters in the Jewish Bible. Superman, many people have written about Superman as a stand-in for Moses because of the bulrushes story, like the rocket ship is like the bulrushes, you know. I needed a character in the painting that would stand in for God himself without being sacrilegious. I wanted to come to it from a different way. So in a Christian painting, you would have a picture of Jesus. I didn't want that, and I wanted something that would make you think of it in a different fashion. So I used that image of Superman, and it's a bank. It's a 3D Superman bank. And so the landscape itself is taken from a painting in the Louvre, which is, it's like a 19th century kind of rough and tumble expressionist landscape. The beasts are from toys in my studio. I set it up in a 3D fashion. And then the figure in the sky is Superman done from a bank. And I wanted to get, you know, Richard and Archie and myself and other people in the salon have kind of pondered this idea of doing Jewish narrative in a new way. And some of the ways that you can approach Jewish narrative in a new fashion is, you know, the idea is called visual midrash, where you kind of blend the idea of midrashim in the Jewish commentators with visualizing a picture and how to tell a narrative story. So it's interesting to go back and forth between modes of representation. So in the same picture, I use comic book imagery and I use expressionist imagery that can be observed in real life. And by going back and forth, you can get this sense of something ominous and greater than yourself. And I think the goal is to get to a kind of Jewish metaphysic in individual artwork. We know that we have it in our written narratives, and we know that we can think about it and talk about it. Now the goal for the Jewish artist is to bring that to the visual level, and there are people doing that. There are people who have been doing that. People brought up the synagogue at Dor Europos. People brought up, you know, earlier the Golden Haggadah was another attempt at that, of coming to Jewish narrative in a specifically Jewish fashion. So that's what it is. Thank you.